Alright, roll cameras and let's dive right into this. Today's video is all about a vehicle that blends the familiar feel of a modern crossover with the freedom of a full-size adventure machine. We're taking a long, detailed look at the 2026 Mazada Motorhome, a model that's been generating a lot of buzz not only because of its unusual design direction but because it promises something that a lot of travelers, digital nomads, and weekend explorers have been craving, a motorhome that doesn't feel like a brick on wheels. Instead, this thing aims to combine sleek automotive styling, a refined interior, and the performance you'd expect from a brand known for making fun-to-drive cars. So let's get right into what it's like to live with, drive, and actually use this new 2026 Mazada Motorhome. From the moment you walk up to it, the exterior makes you pause for a second. Unlike the boxy, tall, and often clumsy proportions you see in typical motorhomes, this one carries lines that feel genuinely modern. The front fascia resembles what you'd expect from a premium crossover. Slim LED headlights stretch wide and low, giving the vehicle a sharper expression. The grille is large but not obnoxious, with that floating Mazada badge in the center and a sculpted pattern behind it. The designers clearly wanted to blend elegance with utility. The side panels soften into long curves instead of the usual flat RV surfaces, and there's a subtle aerodynamic tapering toward the rear. Even the roof height, though tall enough for full interior standing room, looks more integrated than slapped on. From the side, the flush windows and the almost yacht-like styling make it look like a touring vehicle first and a motorhome second. This gives it a real presence when you see it on the road. Around the back, the tie-yomps wrap nicely into the corners, and the rear storage compartment is hidden behind a single wide panel, which keeps things clean and uncluttered. You'll also notice a built-in ladder that doesn't look like a bolted-on afterthought. The roof rails are rated for extra cargo or solar expansion, which is great if you're planning long off-grid trips. The whole exterior sits on a slightly lifted suspension with sturdy wheel arches and all-terrain ready tires, so even though the styling is sleek, it's ready for dirt roads, gravel paths, and remote campsites. The two-tone paint options, especially the deep red with the contrasting black roof, make it feel more automotive than RV, and that's going to be a big draw for people who want something stylish and modern. Once you step inside, the first thing that hits you is how open the interior feels. A lot of compact motorhomes sacrifice visual space, but the 2026 Mazada layout uses every trick in the book to make the cabin feel larger than it is. Warm LED lighting is hidden in the ceiling panels, the cabinetry uses matte wood finishes with soft close hardware, and the color palette leans into light taupes, creams, and muted grays. It's cozy without being cramped and modern without being cold. The entrance leads you into the lounge area, where two facing sofas convert into a secondary bed if you need it. These sofas are actually comfortable, with automotive-grade materials instead of the usual stiff RV fabrics. The kitchenette sits in the middle section and is surprisingly well equipped for a motorhome of this size. You get a dual-burner induction cooktop, a stainless sink with a pull-out sprayer, a two-door fridge, and a convection microwave. What stands out here is the layout. Everything is set at ergonomic height, and the counter wraps slightly, giving you more prep space. Storage is generous too, with deep drawers and overhead cabinets that use soft LED underglow to add a premium touch. Opposite the kitchen, you've got a wall-mounted smart panel that controls lighting, climate, water levels, and battery management. This is where the tech side of the motorhome shines. The system is fast, intuitive, and laid out like a modern tablet instead of old-school RV switches. Toward the rear, you reach the sleeping area. The bed is a full queen size, not a modified RV mattress, and that alone will make long trips far more comfortable. There are USB-C ports on both sides, wireless charging pads, reading lights, overhead cabinets, and a large panoramic window that makes mornings feel refreshing. The window blinds are powered, and you can close or open them using voice commands through the vehicle's integrated assistant system. Below the bed, there's a large pull-out drawer system for clothes, shoes, or even camera gear if you're a content creator traveling full-time. The bathroom is compact but efficient, with a sliding door, a full-size shower with a rainfall head, a ventilated skylight, and a ceramic toilet instead of the usual plastic unit. The sink cabinet uses the same wood finish as the kitchen, which ties the whole interior together. For a motorhome of this class, the bathroom is genuinely impressive and feels far more upscale than expected. Now let's talk performance, because this is where Mazada's automotive DNA really shows up. The 2026 Motorhome is powered by a turbocharged 2.5-liter hybrid setup delivering around 265 horsepower. That might not sound huge, but paired with the electric assistance, the torque comes in early and makes the Motorhome feel lively, especially compared to the sluggish performance you normally expect in an RV. Acceleration is smooth, and the steering has that trademark Mazada precision. Even on winding roads, the vehicle feels stable and predictable. The suspension uses adaptive dampers, which automatically adjust based on load and terrain. This means potholes, gravel trails, and uneven surfaces feel less disruptive than in traditional RVs. Highway cruising is another strong point. The hybrid system allows for quiet operation, and the cabin insulation does a good job of cutting wind noise. The Motorhome includes advanced driver aids like adaptive cruise control, lane keep assist, blind spot monitoring, and a 360-degree camera. The cameras are crisp, and parking this vehicle feels far easier than its size suggests. Fuel efficiency is noticeably better than gasoline-only motorhomes, with many users reporting real-world performance in the mid-20s miles per gallon, depending on driving habits and battery usage. Off-grid capability is also a highlight. The Motorhome comes with a 4.8 kilowatt battery system, roof-mounted solar panels, and optional expansion up to 7 kilowatts. With efficient appliances and smart energy management, you can comfortably stay off-grid for several days without running a generator. There's also an optional all-wheel drive setup that helps you reach more remote campsites. Now let's talk pricing, which is always a big question with motorhomes that promise this level of comfort and performance. The 2026 Mazada Motorhome starts around the mid-$90,000 range for the base configuration. Fully loaded with AWD, the larger battery pack, premium interior upgrades, and the full tech suite, you're looking at roughly $120,000 to $135,000. Compared to traditional RVs, that's competitive, especially considering the upgraded driving dynamics, hybrid efficiency, and modern interior fit and finish. Overall, the 2026 Mazada Motorhome stands out because it doesn't feel like an RV trying to imitate a car. It feels like a car company reimagined what a motorhome could be. If you're someone who values design, comfort, technology, and driving enjoyment as much as practicality and space, this motorhome has a lot to offer. Whether you're a weekend traveler, a couple planning long road trips, or someone looking to embrace a nomadic lifestyle, this vehicle brings together style, function, and road-ready performance in a way that's refreshing and forward-thinking. And that wraps up today's deep dive. If you enjoyed this review, hit that like button, subscribe for more detailed automotive content, and drop a comment telling me your favorite feature or what you'd want to see on a future motorhome. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.